Good evening, baseball fans, and welcome to a special presentation of Table Rock Sports as we bring you the third day of the Coach K Classic right here from the home of the Medford Rogues at Harry and David Field in Medford. The third and final game of the day at this site. Earlier today, the Roseburg Dock Stewarts punched their ticket to the championship tomorrow at 1 by defeating Las Vegas by a score of 7-3. And then in the second game, it was Humboldt with a victory over the Fairfield Expos. And now we're getting set to bring you the Idaho Falls Bandits versus the Medford Mustangs. The winner of tonight's game will end up playing for the championship against Roseburg at 1 o'clock. And again, it'll be right here at Harry and David Field in Medford. Then the loser of the game will drop down and play Humboldt, and that game will be at 10:30. Mentioned the scores over on the Harry and David side of things. Over at North Medford earlier today at Jim Maccabee Field, Idaho Falls defeated Chico 8-2. So for the Bandits, this will be their second game of the day. Chico was a 15-0 winner over the Salem Withnell Dodgers. And then at 3, it was Reno scoring a 6-4 decision against Salem. And their final game actually got underway here about just a little less than an hour ago as the Roseburg Dock Stewarts were playing host to the Klamath Falls Falcons. Glad you could be here with us. If you happen to be in the area, come on down to the ballpark. There's going to be some great baseball action, plenty of room here, great seats, great venue for baseball. But if you can't be there, we're certainly glad that we can be along here to pass it along to you. We'll take a quick break, and when we return, we'll take a look at the starting lineups for tonight's contest. Stick around. We've got the Bandits and the Mustangs coming up here on TableRockSports.net.
Even a few days to report a work injury or illness could cost you everything. But how do you know what you should do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
The Memorial Day sales event is going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. Choose from our great selection of new Jeep Grand Cherokee L 4x4s or test drive a new 2022 Ram 1500 Crew Cab 4x4. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. During the Memorial Day sales event, you'll save big on every new vehicle in stock only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
So your workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Here at Harry and David Field, we're moments away from the first pitch of tonight's game between the Idaho Falls Bandits, one of the top Legion programs in the country, against the host Medford Mustangs. Taking a look at the starting line at the batting order for the Bandits, it will be as follows. Leading off and playing shortstop will be Nate Rose. He'll be followed in the order by the number 2 hitter, the third baseman, Davin Luce. In the number 3 spot, playing center field will be Elliott Jones. The cleanup man will be the catcher, R.J. Woods. In the number 5 spot, playing right field will be Merritt James. In the number 6 spot will be Chandler Robinson playing first base. The number 7 man is number 25, Ryan Horvath, playing left field. The designated hitter for the pitcher tonight is Trey Olson, and the number 9 hitter will be Connor Hall, playing second base. On the mound for the Bandits, Dax Whitney. He'll be wearing number 0. So that's your lineup for the Bandits. Checking out the Mustangs lineup for you Mustang fans, pretty familiar. It'll start off with Cody Boragine. Should note he is wearing number 11 tonight instead of his usual number 14. He'll be starting in center field, followed in the order by Cameron Sewell playing second base. The number 3 hitter is the first baseman, Tanner Douglas. Hitting cleanup will be the third baseman, Jace Miller. He'll be followed in the order by left fielder Aiden Horsley, the number 6 hitter. And in the DH spot is Jeremiah Robbins. The number 7 man playing right field is Caleb Long. Frankie Retigliano plays shortstop tonight, and he'll hit 8th. And the number 9 hitter playing catcher will be Tristan Wallace. Starting on the hill from St. Mary's High School, wearing number 27, is right-hander Bo Aldrich. The Bandits coached by Ryan Alexander. The Mustangs by Nate Maben. Maben took over the program from Sandy Kensinger about a decade ago, succeeding the man for whom this tournament is named, Sandy Kensinger. 20 years at the helm of the Mustang program, managed just short of 1,000 games, reached 997, 758 victories, and a 40-year teacher here in the Medford School District, a long-time teacher, long career at what is now Hedrick Middle School. Kensinger handed off the reins after the 2011 season, and then passed away unexpectedly at the age of 59 back in 2017. But a great way to remember Kensinger with the sport he had such great passion for. And it has been a great tournament. 10 teams between the two divisions. And a number of them, some of the top teams here in the western United States. And probably no bigger test for the Mustangs, who come in riding an 8-game winning streak, than this Idaho Falls Bandits team that going to the American Legion World Series is an expectation for them. So the Mustangs will get a chance to test their mettle out. They have just 2 losses on the season. They came back-to-back against the Fairfield Expos. But a part of this winning streak was a Mustangs victory against Fairfield on Tuesday over at Jim Maccabee Field. See Aldrich out there warming up on the bump. Defensively, around the infield we go. First baseman, Tanner Douglas. Over at second, Cameron Sewell. Third baseman, Jace Miller. And the shortstop is Frankie Retigliano. Left to right, the outfield goes Aiden Horsley, Cody Boragine, and Caleb Long. Behind the plate, Tristan Wallace. And again, on the hill will be Bo Aldrich. One of the strengths of this Mustang squad has been their pitching. Lots of depth at pitcher. Aldrich coming into tonight's action. 17 innings on the year. This will be his 4th appearance, 3rd start. Comes in with a 2-0 record. 13 hits surrendered. Given up 3 runs, just 2 of them earned. 3 walks and 12 strikeouts. Standing in, Nate Rose. Bandit shortstop.
The shortstop, number 23, Nate Rose.
Here we go. Let the games begin. The winner will play for the championship tomorrow at 1 o'clock at this venue against the Roseburg Doc Stewarts. First pitch, Aldrich.
7:01 p.m.
Gets that over for a strike, starts out ahead. 0-1. Winds, fires, comes to the plate. Even up the count at 1-1. In your camera shot over in the upper left-hand portion of your screen, you can see got some breeze blowing here this evening. Kind of welcome with the temperatures bumping up close to 100 on the day.
Third baseman, number 27.
Ball hit in the air.
Gavin Luce.
There to close the glove on it for the out. Caleb Long. And that'll bring up Davin Luce playing third base. Luce lets that one go by, gets ahead in the count, 1-0. Davin, right-handed stick, open stance. Fouls it back to even up the count. Aldrich from St. Mary's High School here locally in Medford. Multi-sport athlete. Also good solid football player. That one ricochets off the pitcher. Trying to get a glove on it there is Sewell, but it eludes him. And Luce is aboard with the seeing eye single,
Center fielder,
providing the Bandits their first runner of the ball game. On board at first. And then that'll bring up the center fielder, Elliott Jones. Pitch in the dirt as Jones gets ahead. Number 3 hitter in the lineup. Typically, following conventional wisdom, generally your best all-around hitter, combination of power and consistency. Runner goes. Throw down to second. Arrives on the bounce. Luce gets the steal, puts himself in scoring position. Little conversation between Wallace and his pitcher on the mound. Jones, center fielder, ahead in the count at 2-0. Luce taking a decent-sized lead over there at second base. Aldrich looks to second. Out of the stretch. And Jones draws the walk. So that does set in place the possibility for the double play.
Woods.
And Aldrich, during his high school season, had a chance to look at him for about 3 or 4 starts. And when he's on, he's good at inducing the ground ball. R.J. Woods, cleanup hitter, catcher for the Bandits. Fouls that one back as the count evens up at 1-1. Thus far in the tournament, Mustangs reeled off 3 consecutive wins, winning a dramatic game against Chico on Thursday afternoon, 2-1. Then flexing their muscle on Thursday night with a 9-4 victory against the Reno Knights. Woods ahead of Aldrich now at 2-1. And then last night, Mustangs got it going early in a victory against the Salem Withnell Dodgers. That went inside. Head coach Nate Maben going to kind of have a little conversation with his pitcher. Runners at first and second, 1 down. After getting Nate Rose to fly out for the opening at-bat of the game, Davin Luce got aboard when his hit ball ricocheted off the infielder and got beyond the outstretched glove of Cameron Sewell, and then Jones on with a walk. Woods the hitter. Merritt James on deck. Bandits knocking on the door in the top of the first. And he draws the walk. Bases loaded.
Right fielder, number 42, Merritt Jones.
Merritt Jones, the right fielder, hitting in the number 5 spot this evening, wearing number 42. Bases loaded and just 1 down. Aldrich starts him with a strike. Next pitch, popped up in the air. Douglas going to try to make a play on it. And that ends up in the Bandits' dugout. Not a ton of foul territory there. As a matter of fact, got Dave May in the house this evening and talk about it a couple of years ago. That would have been an out. Catch made by Sewell. Throw to the plate is not in time as a run comes home. So Sewell gets the out. But the runner comes home.
First baseman, number 12, Chandler Robinson.
Chandler Robinson, first baseman. has two men in scoring position with two down. I'll bring the scoreboard up to date for you. Ball popped up in the air. Douglas watches it go out of play. All even up now at 1-1. Strike as Aldrich gets ahead 1-2. Ball hit in the air. That's going to fall into right center field. Base hit. One run comes home. A second run comes home. Jones comes around. 2-run score. And it's a 3-0 ball game. Pitch outside. Catches the outside corner of the plate. Take the count to 0-1. So Robinson driving 2 home here early. Horvath will watch that one go by. And the left fielder now ahead on the count at 2-1. Runner at second with 2 down. Hit solid to left field, base hit. Runner coming around third. And Robinson is in. And into third, standing up, is Ryan Horvath. And we have a call on the field ruling dugout interference, and that will end the inning, but not before the Bandits put 4 on the board. So after a half inning, it's a 4-0 ball game. The Mustangs, their first opportunity of the evening, coming up after these messages on TableRockSports.net.
Family gather and memories are made. Cap Rock Northwest Grill.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
As you can see on your John L. Scott Lithia Dodge scoreboard, Bandits jump out to the early lead. It's a 4-0 ball game.
Hands together for your center fielder, number 11, Cody Borigi.
Cody Borigi, center fielder. I'll try to see if he can't help provide an answer for the Mustangs here. In the bottom of the first, he'll foul that one off to the left, 0-1. Coming into the week, Borigi, 457 average. And one of the things you got to like, 9 walks coming into the week versus only 4 strikeouts. We'll take that one inside as the count goes 1-2. Bouncing ball to the right. Can he outrun it? The throw is in time. And there's one away.
Second baseman, number 16, Cameron Sewell.
So Borigi with the ground out. That'll bring up Cameron Sewell. Sewell started the week at 341 with 12 runs batted in. Team leader in runs scored with 15. Played a lot of baseball since, so those numbers will update. But what we can tell you, having been a witness to much of it, that he has had a productive week. Had a great outing on the hill against Chico in the opening game of the tournament. Two and two the count. In 6 1/3, he scattered 5 hits, gave up a run, struck out 7 against the Nuts. Inside as the count goes 3-2. Pitch inside for ball 4. So Sewell walks to first. And that'll bring up Tanner Douglas. Douglas, a big strapping number 3 hitter out of South Medford High School, just graduated. And will head on to Central Washington. Good hitter, also a solid pitcher. He'll step in against Whitney, the right-hander. That one fouled back. Ground ball up the middle, just over the glove of the second baseman for Idaho Falls. Sewell on the run, and he'll motor into third.
Third baseman, number 3, Chase Miller.
Tanner Douglas with the single up the middle. That just went over the glove of Hall playing second base. Miller now with runners at the corners and one down. Ball hit in the air to shallow center field. Tagging up, coming home. Cameron Sewell makes it a 4-1 ball game. Sacrifice fly for Miller.
Left fielder, number 5, Aiden Horsley.
And that'll bring up the left fielder, Aiden Horsley. And we should have everything up to date now on the scoreboard. 2 gone in the inning. Runner on first. Horsley out of North Medford High School. Pitch outside. That'll go back to the screen and down to second. In scoring position is Tanner Douglas. Whitney looks to second, out of the stretch. Picks up the strike here. Two and one the count to Jace Miller. Bouncing ball to second. Hall's there with the throw over to first. It's in time. And that will do it for the Mustangs in the bottom of the first. For Medford, 1 run on 1 hit, no banded errors. We'll be back with the top of the second right after this timeout.
At 3 o'clock, Carter's campaign for class president will go live. His platform?
Thirsty for change?
Juice boxes for all. At 4, Liz will bid online and win.
Yes! Yes!
Which is why at 2, I'm down the street preparing for the storm. So no matter what, the show will go on.
Daily adventures start right here at Pinnacle 365. You'll find exactly what you need for your morning motivation. Later in the day, add some crunch to your lunch with crispy, crunchy chicken's mouth-watering chicken and chicken tenders. Wherever your next adventure takes you, we're here to keep you energized throughout the day. And our new Peak Rewards program helps you save money on fuel so you can travel further for less. Daily adventures are better with Pinnacle 365.
Trey Olson leads off second inning for the Bandits, who lead in the ball game 4-1. Ball hit in the air. Can of corn out to Caleb Long. He'll close the glove on it for the out. We got one down. Connor Hall, we got to see him do a little work defensively in the last half inning, and he'll now come up to bat, the number 9 hitter in the order for the Bandits. Pitch off the plate, and he gets ahead. Count even at 1-1. Ulrich, a big guy, about 6'2", 6'3", 245 pounds. He's now ahead after that pitch. Count 1-2. Pitch off the plate, evens it up. Bouncing ball yanked wide of third over toward the Mustang dugout. As Connor Hall stays alive. That one in under the hands to run the count full at 3-2. Next pitch inside, and that will send Hall down to first.
Shortstop, number 23, Nate Rose.
For Aldrich, that is the third bases on balls he's given up in the evening. Go back to the top of the order. Nate Rose, the hitter. He'll hit the ball to short, throw to second, on to first, and he's safe. So the Mustangs unable to turn two, but they do get the lead man. That presents 2 down.
Number 27, Gavin Luce.
So Rose aboard on the fielder's choice. Luce, the hitter, singled and scored in his first at bat. Rose measuring his steps, throw over. Little courtesy call over there. Aldrich as if to say, I see you. Want to know the count? And Luce, the hitter. Aldrich looking to keep him close, and you can see he just kind of keeps edging off the bag. A foul ball as the count runs even now at 1-1. Johnny King in to run a new baseball. The home plate umpire. Runner at first. 2 down. Throw over, that gets away. Douglas quickly gets to it. No harm, no foul, and Aldrich back to the matters at hand. From the stretch he goes. Ball fouled out of play off to our right. On deck, the number 3 man, Elliott Jones. So it was the 2, 3, and 4 hitters doing the big damage in the first inning. Loose, working a good at-bat here. Keeps himself alive with a little contact. Count evens up now at 2-2. Next pitch in under the hands, but he gets it over. And that'll do it for the Bandits. 4-1 ball game. We'll be back with the home half of the second inning after these messages on TableRockSports.net.
365 is here to fuel all of your daily adventures. You'll find just what you need for your morning motivation. Later in the day, add some crunch to your lunch with crispy, crunchy chicken. Wherever your next adventure takes you, from the mountains to the coast. And our Peak Rewards app is here to help you save money on fuel. Save at least 16 cents a gallon so you can travel further on your adventures for less. Daily adventures are just better with Pinnacle 365.
Go to the bottom of the second. Mustangs, who spotted the Bandits 4 runs in the top of the first, answered back with 1 in the bottom of the first. Coming up to hit, Jeremiah Robbins, designated hitter. He and Tristan Wallace split the catching duties.
Your designated hitter, number 8, Jeremiah Robbins.
That one popped up. First baseman Robinson there to make the play, and there's one down.
Right fielder, number 18, Caleb Long.
Caleb Long looks at that one for a ball. Throughout this tournament, Long has continued to fortify his reputation as being a great on-base percentage guy. Coming into the week, 9 bases on balls versus 4 strikeouts, but throughout this week, I can tell you he's racked them up. Hits and walks as well. Whitney working on him. That one back to the screen. Count even at 2-2. That one going back to the screen reminds me of the stories you'd hear about Ryan Dern pitching for the Dodgers back in the 40s. Invariably in his warm-ups, he would make sure to run throw high to the screen with a lot of zip on it and scare the opposing hitters about half to death. I don't think that was the intent of Whitney there, as now the count runs full at 3-2. Whitney gets the strike there, and down goes Long.
Shortstop, number 10, Frankie Retigliano.
For Whitney, that's his first strikeout of the game. And he gets ahead of Retigliano, Mustang shortstop, 0-1. Oh, 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. That'll end it for the Mustangs in the bottom of the second. No runs, no hits. Whitney picks up a pair of Ks. And we'll go to the top of the third with the Bandits up 4-1.
At 3 o'clock, Carter's campaign for class president will go live. His platform?
Thirsty for change?
Juice boxes for all. At 4, Liz will bid online and win.
Yes! Yes!
Which is why at 2, I'm down the street preparing for the storm. So no matter what, the show will go on.
Daily adventures start right here at Pinnacle 365. You'll find exactly what you need for your morning motivation. Later in the day, add some crunch to your lunch with crispy, crunchy chicken's mouth-watering chicken and chicken tenders. Wherever your next adventure takes you, we're here to keep you energized throughout the day. And our new Peak Rewards program helps you save money on fuel so you can travel further for less. Daily adventures are better with Pinnacle 365.
Top of the third. Idaho Falls earlier today, an 8-2 winner against Chico. Bouncing back from a loss to Reno yesterday by a score of 4-1. Opening day of the tournament, the Idaho Falls Bandits defeated the Salem Withnell Dodgers. Jones to lead off the top of the third with his team up by 3. Elliott Jones playing center field. Jones drew a walk and scored in his first plate appearance. Pitch outside, evens it up at 2-2. In the middle of a run of warm weather, I can remember at one point in time they were talking like maybe we would not see a 100-degree day this summer. That will be under serious threat throughout this weekend. Up in the high 90s today. Ball hit in the air to center field. There to collect the out is Boragine. And there's one away.
Catcher, number 9, R.J. Woods.
Woods also walked and scored in the first inning. Part of that big outburst that put the Bandits on top. Woods, the Bandits catcher. Hits the ball up the middle, base hit. Woods with the fourth hit of the evening.
Jones.
Here in Medford today, well, right now here at the moment, temperature 98 degrees. Aldrich catches the corner.
Runner at first base is number 1, Bo Anderson.
Bo Anderson in as a runner. Nice to have that courtesy runner for the pitcher, catcher. Ball hit in the air to center field. Moragine with a good route to the ball.
First baseman, number 12, Chandler Robinson.
Chandler Robinson, who drove in too in his first at-bat. First baseman stands in with 2 down in the inning. Throw to first. Anderson, who's come into the game as a runner, quickly scampers back. Ball hit in the air to right field. Caleb Long coming over, and he makes the catch. The Bandits pick up a hit, but no runs in the inning. We'll move to the home half of the third on the other side of this break.
Even a few days to report a work injury or illness could cost you everything. But how do you know what you should do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
The Memorial Day sales event is going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. Choose from our great selection of new Jeep Grand Cherokee L 4x4s or test drive a new 2022 Ram 1500 Crew Cab 4x4. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. During the Memorial Day sales event, you'll save big on every new vehicle in stock only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
So your workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Mike Reagan making his way down to the coach's box over at first base. The Medford Mustangs general manager. Got to see his son Jordan play back in the day. Started out at Cascade Christian in high school and then finished out at North Medford before pitching in the collegiate ranks. Tristan Wallace, number 9 hitter in the order. The grandson of NFL lineman Andy Maurer. And Maurer, way back in the day, a lineman with the Ducks before going on to the Falcons, the Vikings, a little bit of time with the 49ers and Saints, and then had the thankless job in Super Bowl 13 of going up against Harvey Martin, playing for the Denver Broncos as the Dallas Cowboys had their way with Denver on that day. But Maurer, who grew up in Prospect, ended up founding the football program at Cascade Christian. Wallace walks down to first, gets aboard. And a courtesy runner coming in. That'll be Johnny King.
Runner at first base, number 1, Johnny King. That'd be a Mustangs center fielder, number 11.
So back to the top of the Mustangs order, Cody Boragine. Grounded out in his first at-bat this evening. He's got that wide stance at the plate. Opened up a little bit with his right foot pointed toward right field. He'll look at that one. And the count, 1-0. Way inside. And now a little meeting of the minds on the hill. You do have the runner at first, Wallace. I don't know that I would necessarily consider him a big threat to steal, but he can move. So you're thinking about that double play possibility. Then as for Whitney, well, he opened up there with that walk, and he has fallen behind Boragine here. And actually, I talked about Wallace and had forgotten about the fact that we actually have Johnny King down there. King with pretty good wheels. But down 4-1, you would think the Mustangs would be perhaps a little less likely to be aggressive on the base paths. Strike to Boragine. Whitney comes to the plate. Runner goes. And they got him. Nice throw down to second by the catcher, R.J. Woods. Crime doesn't pay for the Mustangs. Yes, King gets thrown out. Ball hit in the air to left field. That one will fall in. Boragine to second. And he gets in under the tag. Close play there. And apparently Coach Alexander possibly thinking the same thing. Pleading his case. So with one down, man in scoring position.
Second baseman, number 16, Sewell.
Boragine with aggressive running. And Cameron Sewell at the dish. Boragine with good wheels, and you can see Whitney looking over there, mindful of him, but he gets ahead of the hitter Sewell. Wines, fires. Pitch inside up near his chest. Whitney. That pitch inside, taking off is Boragine. On the passed ball. Boragine now just 90 feet away. Count on the pitch now, even up at 2-2. Swing and a miss. The big K for Whitney. And now there's 2 down in the inning.
First baseman, number 29, Tanner Douglas.
Tanner Douglas, first baseman. Comes up to hit. Singled his first at bat. Pitch over for a strike as the count goes 0-1. Whitney doing a Sherwin-Williams job there, painting the corner, getting ahead 0-2. Douglas fouls that back to the screen as he stays alive. That one popped foul. Running over to the fence, just in case, is Davin Luce. Douglas hanging tough against Whitney. Pitch swings and misses. That goes all the way back to the screen. And you don't see that every day, but Douglas gets aboard and the run comes home.
Third baseman, number 3, Chase Miller.
Ball hit in the air to right field by Miller. This one just keeps hanging in the air and it'll bounce to the fence. Coming around, scoring the run will be Tanner Douglas as Chase Miller pulls into second.
Left fielder, number 5, Aiden Horsley.
A runner in scoring position with 2 down, the tying run down there at second base, and here is Aiden Horsley. Swings and misses. As the North Medford Black Tornado gets ahead, falls behind there. Whitney steps off the rubber. Back to second goes Miller. Horsley swings and misses. Bouncing ball up the middle. Hall's there. Throw across the infield is in time. The Medford Mustangs pick up a pair of runs in the bottom of the third to make it a one-run game. We'll go to the top of the fourth. It's the Bandits 4, the Mustangs 3. And we'll be back after these messages on TableRockSports.net.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Back here at Harry and David Field, home here of the Medford Rogues, the Summer Wood Bat baseball team. They're in the middle of a couple of days off. And so here we are, getting a chance to make use of these beautiful facilities. Rogues always a fun team to watch. Have to make sure you come down and watch them play this summer. You never know when you'll see a guy today who will be the big leaguer of tomorrow. Coach Maben. Conversation on the hill. Looks like that will do it for Bo Aldrich. And getting ready to pitch, warming up, will be right-hander Johnny King. While he takes his warm-ups, that'll give us opportunity to recognize our sponsors. Bandits leading the game by a score of 4-3. Stick around. We got plenty more baseball coming your way right after this.
Life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
Johnny King coming on in relief of Bo Aldrich. Aldrich. Three innings of work. Surrendered 4 hits, 4 runs. Aldrich walked 1, 2, 3 hitters. Double check that. Yep, 3 walks on the night. And 1 strikeout. King will be coming in off the Mustang bench. We've seen him earlier as a courtesy runner. Third appearance of the season. We've talked about the depth on this Mustangs pitching staff. Twelve Mustangs have seen action on the bump.
Number 25, Ryan Horvath.
Ryan Horvath will lead off for the Bandits. He got that hit in the first, and then we had that dugout interference call that ended the inning. Swings and misses against King. Ball hit in the air. Medium depth. Long is there. Makes the catch. And there's one gone.
Designated hitter, number 8, Trey Olson.
Trey Olson flew out to right field his first at-bat, so Long, a busy night out in right field with 4 putouts. Olson, the DH, and he gets ahead of King, 2-0. And next offering fell back to the screen. Olson with patience at the plate gets ahead 3-1. Bouncing ball to third. That one gets through. And the Bandits pick up their 5th base hit of the ball game.
Second baseman
Olson now 1 for 2.
Lawner Hall.
Connor Hall, the hitter. Got a runner down at first base. In for Olson. Back pick, throw over to first. Not in time.
Runner at first base is number 2, Ty Martinson.
Ty Martinson into the ball game, number 2. Hall shows bunt. And he's safe. So Hall, that bunt just kind of hung up there to the left of the mound. Got right in there in no man's land. So that infield hit
Shortstop
puts runners at first and second.
Nate Rose.
And to the top of the order we go with Nate Rose. Shortstop, 0 for 2. King will start him out with a strike. And he's hit. Looks like he may have taken one where Forrest Gump got wounded, and that will load up the bases now. That's what you call taking one for the team. So one down, and the sack's full. Davin Luce fouls that one off to the right. And if you're a Bandits fan, I mean this in the best sense of the word, that Luce, what we've seen from him tonight, he can be a pesky hitter. Bouncing ball to short, feed to second, on to first, and the pitcher's best friend, the double play, ends the inning. It remains a 4-3 ball game. We'll be back after these messages on TableRockSports.net.
Even a few days to report a work injury or illness could cost you everything. But how do you know what you should do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
The Memorial Day sales event is going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. Choose from our great selection of new Jeep Grand Cherokee L 4x4s or test drive a new 2022 Ram 1500 Crew Cab 4x4. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. During the Memorial Day sales event, you'll save big on every new vehicle in stock only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
So your workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Bottom of the fourth, the Mustangs, after spotting a 4 spot to the Bandits in the first, have been slowly trying to claw their way back into this one. Jeremiah Robbins to the plate. Same name as the manager for the Roseburg, Doc Stewarts, who punched their ticket to the 1 p.m. finals tomorrow here at Harry and David Field. Robbins gets ahead at 1-0. Ball hit in the air, soft line drive. There to reel it in is Davin Luce, and there's one gone.
Right fielder, number 18, Caleb Long.
That'll bring up Caleb Long. Long struck out in his first appearance against Whitney. And the Bandit right-hander wasting no time getting ahead here. Long fouls it back, stays alive, count 0-2. On deck is the shortstop, Frankie Retigliano. Little conversation there by assistant coach John King with Long. Long checks on that one, and the count goes 1-2. And Caleb Long doing Caleb Long things. You might as well just figure when he's up that it's going to be about a good 6 to 10 pitch at bat. Now the count full at 3-2. Bouncing ball, and that one takes a wicked hop, and Long gets aboard.
Shortstop, number 10, Frankie Retigliano.
So unofficially here, discussion up here, E6. So the tying run is on board for Retigliano. Fouls it away as Dax Whitney now ahead in the count at 0-2. Pitch outside, 1-2. Catcher to first. Long back to first. Ball hit in the air. About medium depth to right field. Making the catch. Merritt Jones. And there's two down.
Catcher, number 25. Tristan Wallace.
Tristan Wallace. He'll look at that one. Wallace drew a walk in his first at-bat of the evening. Throw back to first, but it gets away. Long runs down to second, standing up. He'll go around second, makes the turn, and heads back to the bag. So the tying run in scoring position. Just nicks it as the count goes 1-1. Kind of check swing that. Excuse me, swing. And that'll even it up now.
Is he in this room right now? He's not. Oh.
Wallace now gets aboard.
Center fielder, number 11, Cody Borgi.
Now we have a pair of runners on board. And you know what keeps throwing me off is typically Borgi wears number 14, But he's wearing number 11 tonight, which is actually the same number as his manager, Nate Maben. Meeting on the hill. You have a couple of runners on, first and second with 2 down. So base running scenarios to discuss, defensive scenarios as well. Moragine, 1 for 2 on the night. Grounded out. Doubled and scored. Pitch high. Moragine gets ahead. Ball hit in the air out to left field, and that's going to fall. 1 run comes home, and it's all tied up. Cody Moragine. Goes the opposite way. He's down at second now.
Cameron Sewell.
As Long comes home, so that error earlier in the inning comes back to haunt the Idaho Falls Bandits. Cameron Sewell, the hitter now. Walked and scored in the first and struck out. Infielder from South Medford High School. Takes it inside. Robinson comes over from first. Quick word for Whitney. Pitch over for a strike as the count goes 2-1. Yanks that one foul. Works its way back into the bleachers. Deuces are wild. 2 on, 2 out, 2-2 count. Good eye by Sewell as the count runs full. First base open. But it doesn't get any easier with Tanner Douglas on deck. Lined up the middle, making the catch is Hall. And that will do it for the Mustangs. But they tie up the ball game. It's knotted up at 4s. Stick around. We'll be right back with more baseball action here on TableRockSports.net.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Harry and David Field, home to the Medford Rogues. And tonight, it's the Mustangs in action at the Coach K Classic. The winner here plays for the tournament championship tomorrow at 1 p.m. And that, a very unsettled affair, at least in terms of who will take on the Roseburg Dr. Stewarts. Elliott Jones comes to the plate. King, in his second inning of work, gets ahead. There, we got everything up to date now. Count 0-2. The next offering from King fouled off to the right. Jones walked and scored in the first to help get his team ahead. And a fly out to center in his last at-bat. Gets a little bit of the aluminum on the ball to keep it live as the count goes 0-2. And he's hit by a pitch. So leadoff man gets aboard for the Bandits.
Catcher, number 9, R.J. Woods.
R.J. Woods. Officially 1 for 1 on the night. Walked, scored, and singled. Sewell coming in from second. Quick conversation with his pitcher, King. Ball hit in the air. Sewell comes over. And he makes the catch.
Right fielder, number 42.
So they get
Merritt
Woods that
Jones.
time. Now Merritt Jones, the right fielder. Right-handed hitter, 0 for 2 on the evening. Runner at first and 1 down. Throw to first, that one wide. Douglas, the first baseman, doing a nice job of keeping that one from getting away. Meanwhile, Jones gets ahead. Runner goes. Pitch pounded into the ground, and the count now 2-1. Pitch low as the count goes 3-1. Strike the call as the count goes full. Merritt Jones thought he had it. Maybe tried to sell it there. Man in black says, come on back. We have Elliott Jones, the runner first. He takes off. And that one pulled just inside the third base line. Coming around is Elliott Jones. Throw down to second, and he's safe. Merritt Jones brings home the go-ahead run. Elliott Jones scores.
First baseman, number 12.
And it's a 5-4 ball game.
Robinson.
Chandler Robinson has a runner at second. As King catches the inside corner. So after the Mustangs tie it up, Bandits back on top. Bouncing ball up the middle. Long throw over to first, and they get him. Not an easy play, but the Mustangs, who have forged a reputation for being a very good defensive team, make the play. But now we have a runner at third with two gone. And we have Ryan Horvath. Pitch almost gets away. Runner at third, scampers up the line, heads right back. King evens it up now at 1-1. Trying to work that outside portion of the plate. Tried to see if he couldn't get Horvath reaching. But Ryan having nothing of it as he gets ahead 2-1. There again, he's going outside. And misses as the count goes 3-1. Gets it that time. And he'll run the count full at 3-2. Swing and a miss. The big K for Johnny King, but not before the Bandits pull back in front. As you can see on your John L. Scott Lithia Dodge scoreboard, it's the Idaho Falls Bandits 5, the Medford Mustangs 4. We'll be right back. after we take this timeout.
Just a reminder.
Friends and family gather and memories are made. Tap Rock Northwest Grill.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Harry and David Field, we're trying to settle who's going to play at 1 and who's going to play at 10:30 tomorrow. Right here at this venue. Grateful after the long day. I spent a couple of games on the public address before moving over here into the broadcast booth. It's been nice to be up here in this nice cool air-conditioned facility of the Medford Rogues. Well, we've had what I believe has been our hottest day of the year so far. Tanner Douglas in. The winner of this game will play at 1 o'clock against the Roseburg Dock Stewarts. The team that comes up on the short end, they'll play at 10:30 against Humboldt. Whitney, head now 1 and 2. Ball hit in the air out toward left field. And he makes the catch. Ryan Horvath reeling it in.
Number 3, Chase Miller.
Jace Miller, that is. Hitter now. Pair of RBIs on the day with a sacrifice fly and a double. Cleanup hitter for the Mustangs. Gets ahead 1-0. Next pitch, that catches the inside corner. Miller will step back out. Pitch outside as it goes 3-1. Strike. Now we have a full count at 3-2. Miller hits that one off to the right. Looks like we got a young man getting his sprints in this evening. Fouled back as Miller stays alive. Coach Mabin running in a few baseballs. Miller bouncing ball down to third. Laser across the infield. A bang-bang play, and the runner's out.
Left fielder, number 5, Aiden Horsley.
5-3 goes the play.
Direction, batting for Horsley.
And now we
number
have
20,
a pinch hitter,
Thompson.
Owen Thompson. He pitched last night for the Mustangs, picked up the win. Hitting now for Horsley. Thompson, swing and a miss. As the count goes 1-1. Pitch outside. 2-1 the count. And that one inside to Thompson. You'll see him in the outfield. And he can also catch as well, although he hasn't really done a heck of a lot of that. Taking the walk down to first. Thompson gets aboard with 2 gone. So the potential tying run
hitter, number 8, Jeremiah
is aboard
Robbins.
for Jeremiah Robbins. Thompson hesitates, scampers back. And now Coach Ryan Alexander going to come out, talk to his pitcher. The count 2-0. There's 2 down. And Owen Thompson representing the potential tying run down at first.
Ladies and gentlemen, last call for the concessions. If you haven't had a chance to make your way over there for a bite or a drink, last call for concessions.
Been nice to have the concessions up and going here this evening in this ball game. Got underway at 7:01 p.m. officially. An hour 40 into this ball game. Robbins looks at a strike there. Bottom of the 5th, 1-run ball game. Robbins swings through that. Robbins hits that ball in the air. Waiting for it to come down. And making the catch, Merritt Jones. And for the Mustangs, no runs, no hits, no bandit errors. We'll go to the top of the 6th with the Bandits up by 1. And on the other side of this break, we'll be back with more.
Life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
Sun coming down here at Harry and David Field, top of the 6th. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe that is Owen Thompson out in left. He came on and pinch hit for Horsley, and the versatile Thompson, one of the things he can do for you is play left field.
Owen Thompson remains in the game and is playing left field.
As far as players remaining in the game, Johnny King comes on for his third inning of relief. Bo Aldrich started the game.
Number 1, Bo Anderson.
Now, Bo Anderson into the ball game. We've seen him as a runner this evening. Coach Anderson coming over, talking with the home plate umpire, going over the substitution. That'll give Wallace an additional opportunity to chat quickly with his pitcher, Johnny King. Anderson standing in, his first at-bat of the night. And Anderson gets ahead. There's a strike. Now the count even at 2-2. Bandits jumped out to the early 4-0 lead in the ball game. Mustangs got one of those back. Mustangs have managed to work their way back to a tie before the Bandits picked up a go-ahead run, as it stands for right now. Back in the 5th. Anderson stays alive. Count remains at 2-2. Full count now at 3-2. Payoff pitch on the way from Johnny King. Ball hit in the air. Shallow center field, and that one's going to fall in. Anderson gets aboard with the Texas Leaguer. And that'll bring up Connor Hall.
Number 10, Lawner Hall.
Maben comes in from the dugout. And coming on in relief from Phoenix High, Julius Bolstad. Kind of a jack of all trades. He was up here earlier today for the Humboldt-Fairfield game, operating the scoreboard. But Bolstad goes back to the dugout. So I was mistaken on that. Actually, we have a left-hander on. It's Cody Boragine. We saw Bolstad come out. And Bolstad had been warming up a little bit earlier this evening. But Boragine, with some good pitching last night, ended up picking up the save in the Friday night game against Salem. And in his short outing, he looked sharp. So with Thompson in left, now with Boragine coming in from center.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Mustangs, number 11, Cody Boragine.
Boragine, after a steady diet of right-handers, comes in giving the lefty look. And the athletic Sewell, who's played second base this evening, goes out to center. And now Johnny King will move over to second. Did you keep track of all that? You'll be quizzed on it later. Hall, the second baseman, now the hitter, got an infield single and got a walk to open up the ball game. Now while we settle everything out, we see Thompson headed back out to left field. Nobody down with Anderson at the runner at first. Bunt foul down the first base line. Small ball opportunities, possibilities here.
Changes for the Mustangs. Johnny King goes from the mound to second base. Cameron Sewell goes from second base to center field.
Shows bunt. And a foot race. Douglas tags him out. So the sacrifice successful as Anderson goes down to second. Hall with the sacrifice play there.
Nate Rose.
And Nate Rose back to the top of the order for the Bandits. Rose 0 for 2 and hit by a pitch. Rose, the shortstop, swings through that one. Boragine looks in at his catcher Wallace. Boragine from the class of 2021, so a lone player, if I'm not mistaken, on this roster that has come back home from college for the summer. Bouncing ball to third. Miller has trouble with it. And Rose down to first.
Third baseman.
So E5 on the play.
27, Devin Luce.
A rare mistake for Jace Miller over at third. First and second now. As that one is fouled away over the berm. And away it goes. Davin Luce has one of those 5 bandit runs on the evening. He's shown himself to be exactly what you want in a number 2 hitter, a good bat control guy. Selective eye. Gets the bat on the ball. And he's ahead here, 2-1. Inside as the count goes 3-1. Swing and a miss, and the count goes full at 3-2. Boragine on the hill against Luce, the hitter. Payoff pitch. That's hit up the middle. There, up the middle base hit. Runner around third. The throw is late, and Anderson scores. So the Bandits with their 9th hit of the ball game, and a big one there as they gain a little bit of separation. And the potential here to do additional damage
Center fielder, number
with
31,
runners at first and second.
Jones.
Elliott Jones scored twice, walked, hit by a pitch, and flied out to center. Elliott Jones, the center fielder. We also have Merritt Jones playing over on right. Boragine. Pitch outside. And Jones hit for the second time this evening. Right in the glutes, and down to first he goes, and the bases are loaded. One down.
Catcher, number 9.
R.J. Woods. Bandits catcher. 1 for 2. Came around and scored after drawing a walk in the first. Pitch fouled off to the right as the count goes 0-1. Growing darker, the lights are on, and we're all home. Watching a good battle between the Bandits of Idaho Falls and the Mustangs of Medford. Bouncing ball to third. Miller has it. Throw is wide of second. Of first, that is. And the runs keep coming home. Three-run score as Miller had a tough ground bouncing ball to try to make a play on. His throw ended up wide of first. And batter to Woods works us all the way over to third as Merritt Jones comes up.
Number 42, Merritt Jones.
So that'll go as an error against the Mustangs. Ball pulled fair. Base hit. Down to second goes Merritt Jones. And R.J. Woods comes home to make it a 10-4 ball game. So 5 runs here in the top of the 6th as the Bandits blow it open. Chandler Robinson hit a 2-run double. There's a bouncing ball to second. King throws over to first. And there's 2 gone. Left fielder Ryan Horvath.
Ryan Horvath.
He has a runner over at third. 2 gone. Wallace will come out to talk to the reliever Cody Boragine. Not able to get the same result that he had last night when he came on in relief after Thompson had worn out after throwing a solid game and slammed the door shut on it. Swing and a miss. And Boragine gets a hit. That pitch catches the outside corner. Ball hit in the air. Out to right field. Long is there. And on your John L. Scott Lithia Dodge scoreboard, you see it there. The Bandits with a big inning. They put 5 on the board, and it's a 10-4 ball game. We'll be back with the home half of the 6th right after this.
Time is a good time to plan your funeral, except at the time of the funeral. At Conger Morris, we know that there are so many advantages to planning ahead. It eases the burden on our families at their worst time. Pre-planning also alleviates their stress, knowing the funeral costs are already taken care of. And it allows your service to be more meaningful, with all of your wishes being taken care of. Call us today for personalized assistance in creating your own plan. Conger Morris, we'll always be there.
Game day or a family get-together. Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount grocery store.
Fuel your daily adventure at My Circle K. Whether it's some Monday motivation to kickstart your day, adding some crunch to your lunch, or fueling up for a road trip, your journey begins with My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
New pitcher into the ball game. In relief of Dax Whitney comes Ryan Horvath from left field, right-hander. Going to go to work here. Coming into the ball game.
Now pitching for Idaho Falls, number 25, Ryan Horvath.
The Mustangs have been riding an 8-game winning streak. So you knew it was going to take a good team to have the possibility of putting an end to that. And Idaho Falls has delivered it as advertised in terms of being a team that has made the most of their opportunities. 4 runs in the first. Medford fought back to tie it up at 4. Then the Bandits scored the go-ahead run in the 5th, and then put 5 more on the board in the top of the 6th. Leading off for the Medford Mustangs will be Caleb Long.
Caleb Long.
He's been working hard out in right field tonight. Last night was a quiet night for the Mustang outfield with Thompson playing the ground ball artist at pitcher. But today, a different tale. And Long busy defensively in right field. Long getting his first look at Horvath. Showing patience at the plate. And he draws the walk. Shortstop Frankie Retigliano is up next.
Number 10, Frankie Retigliano.
Looking to try to get something started here for the Mustangs, who now find themselves down by 6. Horvath gets ahead, 0-1. Outside portion of the plate. Retigliano goes the other way with it. Base hit. Right fielder Jones has a little bit of trouble with it.
Other defensive changes for the Bandits remaining in the game and playing center field is number 1, Bo Anderson. And moving from center field to left field is number 31, Elliott Jones.
So now an announcement from a public address announcer. Elliott Jones moving over to left field, and after Bo Anderson had come in to hit for the designated hitter, he's now playing center field. Tristan Wallace. He stands in, catcher and number 9 hitter in the Mustang order. He's got some pop in his bat, playing for Cascade Christian at the 3A level this spring. Hit 6 home runs. Unofficially a school record for the Challengers over on the north end of town. There's a strike. Wallace in an open stance. And chops that one up the middle. All they got is the play at first, and the throw not in time as Wallace gets the infield hit. Yep. We call that an out.
Pitcher, number 11, Cody.
So one down in the inning, but the runners do advance. Come around to the top of the order, and Cody Boragine. Start of the game at center field, and now pitching. Boragine with first base open. 2 runners in scoring position. And now the count at 2-1. Boragine going the other way, hits that foul. Over toward the Mustang bullpen. Pop up. And there's 2 down. Cameron Sewell started the game at second, now playing center field.
Cameron Sewell.
Yanks that one foul, and the count goes 0-1. Horvath. Weathering a little bit of a squall here with 2 runners on, but there's 2 out. That pitch donked out of play as the count remains at 0-2. Sewell will be a senior this next year at South Medford High School, a multi-sport athlete. Had a chance to watch he and a very good South Medford Panthers boys basketball team back during the winter. Supplied some nice depth for Coach James Whiteman. Bouncing ball down to first base, the foot race, and Robinson wins it. And that will do it for the Mustangs in the bottom of the sixth. We'll go to top of 7. Bandits remain out in front by 6. 10-4 ball game. We'll be right back after this timeout.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
To the top of the 7th we go. Leading off, and a big part of that outburst in the 6th inning was Bo Anderson. Anderson coming on. As a pinch hitter last inning. We also saw him as a courtesy runner tonight. And for the Bandits, he's made a nice contribution. Count even up at 1-1. That pitch inside. Boragine on in his 2nd inning of relief. Pitch high for a ball, 3-1 count. And Anderson draws the bases on balls. Connor Hall into the ball game, well, up the bat.
Second baseman, number 10, Connor Hall.
Hall. Among his production this evening, sacrifice hit, infield single, bases on balls. And runner goes down to second. So now a runner in scoring position. Nobody out. Hall with the opportunity here, and Boragine laboring a bit. That'll bring the catcher Tristan Wallace out to the mound. Ball hit in the air to center field. There to make the play is Cameron Sewell. One down in the inning. And we go to the top of the order with the shortstop, Nate Rose.
Number 23, Nate Rose.
First pitch way outside. Down to third goes the runner. Anderson. Rose on the night 0 for 3. Fly out. Fielder's choice. Hit by a pitch. And got aboard on an error. Origine comes to the plate. No doubter right there as the count goes 1-1. Ball hit wide of right field. Comebacker to the mound. Boragine looks to third, throws to first. 2 away. Davin Luce comes up. And he's been a thorn in the side of the Mustangs this evening. He scored the first run of the game back in the first. Had a single, got a stolen base, and then came around. Got things going. Boragine and Wallace. Right, the conversation there. We got 2 down in the inning and a runner at third. Luce playing third base this evening. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Pitch now goes 1-2. Pitch off the plate. Count goes 2-2. Ball hit to shallow right field. Coming out from second to make the play, Johnny King. And now we go to the bottom of the seventh. The Mustangs with a mountain to climb, trailing the Bandits 10-4. We'll be right back after these messages.
Family gather and memories are made. Caprock Northwest Grill.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
To the bottom of the seventh we go. Tanner Douglas will lead things off for the Medford Mustangs.
Leading off the bottom of the seventh inning for your Mustangs, first baseman number 29, Tanner Douglas.
Horvath now ahead 0-2. Fisted foul back to the screen. Ground ball hit to second base. That one finds its way through. A leadoff man on first. And looks like we got a conversation going on. And now Douglas down to second. So that ball out into right field, then Douglas down to first. And then now he's on second.
Third baseman, number 3, Jace Miller.
If I knew, I would happily tell you about the best we can figure up here in the press box is there might have been some type of interference call. Ball hit to right field. Catch is made. One down in the inning.
Left fielder.
And now
20,
Owen Thompson came into the ball game playing left field, taking over for Aiden Horsley. Bouncing ball to second base. Throw over to first. 2 down. Douglas now at third. And coming to the plate, Johnny King.
Second baseman, number 1, Johnny King.
That one in tight. Ball is the call, and the count goes 2-0. There's a strike as the count now goes to 2-1. Douglas runner over at third. And the Mustangs down to their final out. King try to keep things going here. Waits the pitch. And he's aboard with a walk. Caleb Long,
Right fielder.
Mustangs
Number
right
18,
fielder.
Caleb Long.
Long looks at that one. Now Horvath level things up at 1-1. Pitch outside as Long gets ahead. That one fouled away. So we have 2 on with 2 out. 2 balls, 2 strikes. See an airplane arriving over at the Medford Jackson County International Airport. Ball hit in the air. Out of play it goes. On deck, Frankie Retigliano, Mustang shortstop. Pitch outside, full count, 3-2. Pitch inside, now the base is full. Long drawing his second walk of the evening. Retigliano, who singled his last trip to the plate. Mustangs, Bandits, talking things over. Everybody now back to their positions. King, the runner at second. Douglas,
number 10, Frankie
the runner at third.
Retigliano.
First pitch high. As the count goes 1-0. Ball hit to short, throw over to second, and they get him. So all good things must come to an end, and the Medford Mustangs winning streak comes to a close here as the Idaho Falls Bandits move on to play at 1 o'clock tomorrow against the Roseburg Dr. Stewarts here at Harry and David Field. And that'll be one heck of a ball game. Make sure you come on down here and check out the action. Our final score here, the Bandits 10, the Mustangs 4. We'll be right back with a quick post-game wrap after these messages on TableRockSports.net.
What is a getaway? Is it leaving the familiar behind, or discovering a place that feeds your hunger, where passion sings, food is a culture, and every performance demands an encore? So let the journey be your destination. Then feast your eyes and nourish your soul in Southern Oregon. Your reservation starts when you travel Medford.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports, I love my team, I just want to play. But not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Harry and David Field were wrapping things up for the evening. Last game of the day here at Harry and David Field.
For tomorrow's games to wrap up the
and the Bandits will take on the Roseburg Dr. Stewarts tomorrow at 1 o'clock. The Mustangs go to 13-3 on the season. And they will play Humboldt tomorrow morning at 10:30 a.m. So make sure you come on down to the ballpark. We thank the folks here from the Medford Rose for use of the facility here. Grateful to be able to get that in. And great facility, and a reminder of all the summer baseball action that goes on here. The game between the Mustangs and the Eagles will be at 10:30 a.m. And that game will be live streamed here on TableRockSports.net. The final line on the evening, the Bandits with 10 runs, 11 hits, 3 errors. For the Mustangs, 4 runs, 5 hits, and 3 errors. Your winning pitcher for the Bandits, Dax Whitney, relieved by Ryan Horvath. And the losing pitcher for the Mustangs, Bo Aldrich. And that'll wrap it up here from Harry and David Field For Johnny McCoy, I'm Jim McCoy. Thank you for joining us, and have a great night. We'll look forward to being with you tomorrow.